I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln.
Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and... Oh, 7 days on horseback. We are going to make our way to beg for forgiveness.
More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men.
What do we want to do? Go to sleep or walk through the camp? I'm going to walk through the camp. I want to see what's going on, or if I can hear anything that's going on.
Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home.
Richard is a dickhead. Do I want to interfere? Yes, I'm going to interfere.
I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it. His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought. But again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley.
Oh my gosh. It's like the lesser of two evils right now.
After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that?
Now we get to learn about Philip and Francis's past. Something that Philip didn't want to speak about in one of the first, or maybe the second chapter. What do we want to respond with?
I had said that. It had been my voice answering the child. It was me. I was responsible for the fate of these children, Richard and Aliena. As I tried to calm them, I realized the blood of their father was still on my hands.
Oh no, and he's still living with the guilt.
I awoke with a start. It was as if my dream had not been a warning, but a reminder. I had sinned, and I had to atone for my sins. I prayed that I would be able to help those that had already suffered by my hand, and all of Kingsbridge. After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
You are late. Is it done?
Yes, my bishop. Their builder is dead.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip.
I have to ask King Stephen for a market license. I have to. What is wrong with Waleran? Why does he hate Kingsbridge so much? What an evil man. Okay, this is before the battle. We have Lincoln Castle, stolen from King Stephen. Ranulph of Chester's men hide there, loyal to Maude and Earl Robert. See, I want to side with them.
Better not get too close.
Okay, they'll probably attack us. Okay, so I have a knight and Richard. The Lincoln Cathedral, what a sight. Will our cathedral ever be finished? Was there much hardship building this one? Also, Richard, not as relaxed as he pretends, still an angry boy, so different from Eliana. Is the only one out here, doesn't look afraid. Does the Lord protect him? Let's go talk to Richard. Man, he's turned into a real jerk. He's so bitter.
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maude would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Where is Alonso? Is he still not
no.
here?
No. He joined one of the other groups because you wouldn't stop arguing.
Maybe it's for the best, then.
I doubt it. I only wish your sister had tried to keep you two from quarreling. I had hoped she would be a better diplomat.
She? Don't make me laugh. And now stop whining. We will go into battle soon. For the king!
Ha, for the king!
Well, I tried to get them to stop. Honestly, I did. My game kept freezing. Okay, King Stephen, the congregation. What about the horses? A disgrace. Stephen uses the church as he pleases. The bishops will support anyone in power. What else we have? William should have known he would be here. William and his men is worse than his parents were. Wonder what happened to his parents. What if I read a Bible verse for Richard?
Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
The slow man loses more than his righteousness in battle, Philip.
Christ drove the moneylenders out of the temple. But here the king's horses defecate on hallowed ground. This is not right.
True. Scared-looking soldier. Another poor soul forced into battle looks so desperate. Let's go read him the Bible.
Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword."
Maybe I don't want to read him
This
that
man
verse.
neither has a sword nor a choice. Must he die then because he is forced to kill?
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself. The only thing I was ever good at. I will die if I have to fight.
He probably is going to die. What would Philip do? Maybe calm him down by talking about his family?
Do you have a family?
A wife. I can't go out there. I can't.
Maybe I could tell him. I would rather him hide in the church. You cannot run.
Hide in the church, but let no one see you.
No. No, I won't. Oh, thank you, Father.
Oh no. What's he gonna do? Oh, jeez. Mending equipment, preparing for battle, hope they will save lives. Bishop of Lincoln, praying for King Stephen's victory. It is time this war ends.
The bishop does not need my help.
I'll talk with William in a moment.
If the Lord is with them, why then do they need to protect themselves?
Alright, let's speak with William and his men.
I will spare myself the malice and infamy.
What if we read a Bible verse?
He was on a crusade and took lives in the name of the Lord. Why does the Lord not reject the sacrifices of men like him? Why?
Makes you wonder, right? The king, if he doesn't help all is lost, he's preparing for battle.
Mercy and truth preserve the king, and his throne is upholden by mercy. Is it now?
There's no two ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
If I don't approach him, I feel like he just has other things that he needs to deal with. Why would he care about my market?
My king?
You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What?
Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares, or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent, is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen!
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the Church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence, or miraculous, deserves no place at my table. What is your name, monk?
Philip of Gwynedd.
I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. If anyone will have you arrested, it's me.
My king, I have come to see you.
I have no time for you. Unless you know a solution to my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you have no solution for my problem, better not waste my time, or I will have you arrested.
Stephen wants to take a look at the castle without getting shot. Find a solution for the king's problems. I really don't care about his problems. I have to ask King Stephen for a market license. I bet I'm not going to be able to unless I figure out a solution
He won't
for
hear me.
this.
Not until he has found a way to safely take a look at the archers on top of the castle.
Alright. I don't feel like I have the option. What if I go outside? Stephen wants to look at the castle without getting shot. Well, I would prefer he gets an arrow to the face.
Today there's twice as many archers up there.
Is that not a bad thing?
I've been standing here for weeks now. Ranulph's men are probably just bored. They don't mean harm.
How can you be sure?
Listen. Well, that's my friend over there. I've never seen him, but we do this every day. That's how I'm sure.
Lincoln Castle and the upcoming battle. What Philip heard about the war in Lincoln. After Lincoln Castle was taken over by men loyal to Empress Maude, the king laid siege to the castle. Shortly thereafter, news reached the king that Maude's half-brother is advancing on Lincoln, and while he is accompanied by great numbers of Welsh forces, Stephen, too, is well prepared for a battle. In only 2 days' time, the war for the English throne may finally come to an end when the forces of Maude and Stephen meet on the battleground outside Lincoln. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go this way. I mean, why wouldn't Stephen be able to get vision up there. Never seen such a city more impressive than Winchester. So many road stones. What if I come this way? Like, can I let you guys know about this sheet? Hello? Am I gonna get shot? Stolen from King Stephen. Let's see. Huh?
And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. But who oppresses whom, my lord?
Can I talk to them?
The men on top of the wall all carry bow and arrow. They are watching the cathedral closely, as if they were waiting for something. But for what? Maybe it will help the king if I tell him what I saw.
Maybe the king will be content when I tell him what I saw. I obviously can't talk to them. Alright, well, let's go back into the cathedral.
My king, I would like to tell you what I saw outside. Maybe then you will not have to put your own life at risk.
Tell us what you saw, monk.
What did you see?
Archers. They were waiting for something.
For our king, of course.
No. No. There's more to it. What else did you observe?
Nothing more, my king.
Oh, that's not enough. I have to see them with my own eyes.
There must be more that I can gather, more information. Let's go back outside and just look around.
The people of Lincoln support Stephen, but I doubt they could help him now.
Look at everything.
I need a market license. This won't help. Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
Don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
The archers won't shoot someone dressed like a peasant. You think the king is actually going to look the part of a peasant, honestly? I guess if he's, you know, willing.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. Who are you again, monk? Why have you come?
I'm the prior of Kingsbridge, my king.
Ah, of course. The prior of Kingsbridge.
I have come to ask for your help.
What could be important enough to disturb the king at a time like this?
Robert of Gloucester will attack in 2 days' time.
Let us find out why he's here, shall we? Get undressed, prior of Kingsbridge.
Okay.
My king...
Don't be shy. It was your idea, after all. Ranulph's men have been nervous all day. Now, why is that? It's such a simple wall. And yet, they could stay holed up in my castle for another month with all these men. So why have the archers out at all?
Why is
They'll be
Philip
safer
outside?
inside. They don't have to stand up there.
Talk about the pact with the Hamleys.
My king, The late Percy Hamley and the Priory of Kingsbridge had an agreement.
I remember. And according to his son, you broke the agreement by conducting an illegal market.
He told you? The income was only used to support the cathedral. I did not know we needed a license. The market was held on the church's ground.
The church is not above the law. This is not the Holy Roman Empire.
No, of course not.
Your market is illegal. I supported William in his decision to punish you, for it didn't merely pay for your cathedral. It also paid for the children of that traitor Bartholomew.
Oh no, what do I say? I'm not gonna go against what he's saying.
I feel responsible for them. That is why I invited them to Kingsbridge.
Oh? And why is that? Because of your loyalty to Bartholomew?
No! I was the one who found out that he planned to go against you. I am responsible for their father's death.
William Hamley and Bishop Waleran said you were sly. Now I think I know why.
My king, you must not trust them.
Hear me now. You will not receive a market license, and the children of Bartholomew will hang if they go against the Isle of Shiring. Do you understand?
I understand.
Of course. That's why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. Get my clothes. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray.
Fuck Stephen.
And I prayed that Stephen would lose. In my despair, I chose Kingsbridge over the lives of the king and his men. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men. They're winning. Stephen is lost.
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
What?
They're breaking through the church doors!
Was that the devil? A what? See the truth? A beast? Oh no. What the fuck? God has forsaken us.
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No god to protect us. Only us.
Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him. To be true, we had other things on our mind. Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
Well, I thought you said
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Oh no, they're gonna get caught. What's that gonna do for both of them?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood, her clothing set aside. No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no flaw?
No flaw at all.
Dude, they're reading porn. I love this.
Oh, her shoulders and her arms. I saw and I caressed. And then her breasts, forms made to be felt and touched.
I remember that part.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I'm gonna have her continue.
How flat his belly beneath his slender waist. His legs, what form, what a perfect arse.
You made that up.
So what? Don't you like my version?
Oh, I like it.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Did you hear something?
No. It's only us, Jack. You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Hey! Philip the Prior! Monk!
Oh no. King Stephen. Philip's in here. Okay, captured knights. Lincoln Castle. Man, I feel like Philip's losing his faith.
That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall.
Now what? What will they do with him? Does not look defeated. What motivates him to go on and on? The killing will go on and on. No one there to save us. No one there to hear us pray. Richard. At least he's alive. How long have we been here? If the devil is man, there is no hell, there is no heaven. See, I think that he's losing his faith. The sky feels so empty. No one looks out for us. We are all alone.
It's getting dark.
It's not the end of days.
Are you sure of that?
I'm not finished here yet. So yes, I'm sure.
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for your defeat.
Ooh.
I don't hold it against you. And it seems you have God on your side.
God is not responsible for this madness. Man is.
You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maude now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself, and for Bishop Waleran. What about Ranulf's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk.
He's over there. Thank you.
How's Francis?
Francis?
Oh, Philip.
Of course. You came with your master, Earl Robert, did you not?
Yes. When I heard from Bishop Henry that you were in Lincoln, I started looking. He thought you were dead.
Not yet. It is good to see you, brother.
Henry said you came because you need a market license.
Yes.
I think I know someone who can help. I'll have you released, and then we will go to Winchester. Just be patient for a moment.
Yeah, but I turned my back on Bartholomew.
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
So this is your brother? I have heard much about you, Prior. Your brother has supported our family for many years now. And we remember those who are loyal to us. Hereby I grant Kingsbridge the same market rights as Shiring.
The same rights?
The same.
Thank you, my queen.
Thank you.
The bloodline is restored. Not long, and my son will take his rightful place here on the throne.
All will be as it was. I will be a just king, as Grandfather Henry was.
Peace will be restored in England. Do you have anything else you wish to tell us, Prior?
Well, I do.
No.
But I didn't want to say either
Nothing.
of those options.
Thank you, my queen.
Oh, man. Market license for Kingsbridge. Man, I really want to get Richard out of that situation. After the Battle of Lincoln, Kingsbridge was granted market rights by the English throne. The license grants Kingsbridge the same rights as shiring. Finally, Philip is able to reopen the market, but in addition to that, is also allowed to hold a fleece fair. This is a great opportunity for the town and its people, as the wool traders despise the conditions on the fleece fair and shiring. The priory, the people of Kingsbridge, and wool traders like Eliana will profit greatly. Wow, okay, so I think there's just 2 more chapters in this book. There's gonna be a lot of things that happen. Man, there's so much left. Let's see here. So, chapter 12, The Great Beast. Timothy was intimidated by Ellen. Waylerin thinks Tom was killed. You dreamt of your parents and Eliana and Richard. You learned about the events leading up to the Battle of Lincoln. Alonzo the knight left after the quarrel and shiring. You told the scared soldier to hide out in the church and he died. Whoops. Oh, because he was... Oh, okay, I get it. When we saw the beast, he was the one that was getting killed. The king made you undress and put your life at risk. I hate that guy. That King Stephen deserves to die. Francis arranged for Maude to give you a market license, and after the horrors you saw, you have lost your faith. I figured that he had lost his faith. He believes that men are just beasts. Like, I totally agree with him. It's, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when he goes back to Kingsbridge, and is he going to want to complete the cathedral? And also, what is he going to do? Is he just going to be like a just man and try and get rid of the bad people? I really hope he does, because William Hemley deserves to die, and I don't think that Richard should be taking over shiring. And I'm sure that we'll be deciding that in the next chapters in the next book, potentially.